Oh, hello, everybody. So, yeah, we're live. What's up? How about that, huh? Nobody's been talking about that anymore, pal. I got off to the mail. I got my friend's watch mailed to her. She texted me today. She was like, "Can you come bring me my watch?" I'm like, "I'm dropping it in the mail. It'll be there soon enough." Yeah, there was that, and took the Rockster down. So that thing is driving really nice and working really good. Teresa, thank you for thinking about me and sharing this video and helping out the show and dropping a digit. First thing, Teresa. Thank you. I can smoke because of Teresa. Thank you. And Sleepy Fire Kick, since you probably don't know what that means, people share this video on social media for me, then they come in here and they put a 3, a 5, or a 7 to let me know where they shared it at. 3 is Facebook, Twitter, 5 is hosting on Twitch, and 7 is maxed out tweet on Twitter. 357, and I'll smoke for you. Just like I'm smoking for Teresa right now. Thank you, Teresa. Happy 420 Newfoundland. Cheers to you, hun. Yeah. So you'll see in the title I said, Republican and Democrat leadership charged. I was like, nah, I'm joking. That shit ain't happening. They don't charge those cucks with nothing. Ever. They get away with everything. You know, they get a fucking DUI, run somebody over, and murder them, and they don't get in trouble. You know? And we're okay with that. Oh, they're our leaders. It's okay. Oh, but it was... It was Tiger Woods. He's a professional golfer. It's okay if it's him. We'll let him off. We're going to let him off with a warning. Privilege. You can call it white privilege, or you could call it privilege. But, you know, I call it power, the privilege of the powerful and the wealthy. Now, I got a taste of it when I was younger. Kids my age were going to prison if they were black for doing what I did and got caught doing. I got caught with cocaine. I didn't go to prison. A black kid my age, he went to prison. It ruined his fucking life. And then multiply that times millions. That's what Joe Biden, the President of the United States, did. That's what Joe Biden, the President of the United States, is proud that he did. For locking people in prison for snorting a drug. Or smoking crack, in their case. So, you know, I have been a recipient of privilege. Being wealthy, being white, being affluent, living in wealthy neighborhoods, driving a nice car even, gives you privilege. You'd be surprised. You're driving a nice car, man, police pull you over, they're real respectful to you. It's pretty cool, actually. You know, you're driving a piece of shit car and you just show the world that you don't give a fuck about anything. You don't give a fuck about yourself. You don't give a fuck about, you know, achieving anything in life. You're a loser. You know, that's what driving a shitty car says about you. And I'm not saying it's true. But that's how you portray yourself when you drive a shitty car. And let me tell you something. Hey, man, I've driven shitty cars around before just to make people think I didn't have money. Just to find out who my real friends were. It's amazing the way people's attitudes change whenever they just assume you've got a lot of money. They give you more respect. They let you get away with shit. And like I said, I've been a recipient of that my whole life. You know, I drive a Cadillac with 22s on it. You get pulled over by a police officer and you're driving a car that costs $60,000, and they're usually pretty respectful to you. You know why? Because I think the pigs know that you got the money to get out of whatever trouble they're going to try to fuck with you with. You know, they might at that moment have the power over a wealthy person, but deep down they know this person's just going to lawyer up, or they're just going to get out of it. Why should I even bother? It's going to be not worth my time of writing out the fucking citation. They're just going to get off. So, you know what? I'm going to let you go with a warning. Have a nice day, sir or madam. Have a great day in your expensive Lexus, or your Mercedes, or your brand new electric Tesla. That's privilege. And so being a recipient of privilege, being somebody who's benefited from it his whole life, I understand it, I see it, and I can call it out. You know, and admitting to people that, yeah, I have it too. It makes it easier for me to sit on this side of the screen and say, hey man, we see you, Nancy Pelosi, we see you, Mitch McConnell, and everybody else that falls in line. Every single one of you, right down to the Ilhan Omars and the Charlie Kirks and the Ben Shapiros. Every single one of them. The Rachel Maddows and the Tucker Carlsons. They're all benefiting from that privilege, and they all thumb their noses at it. They all act like it's not actually there. Like they're not living in that. Oh, these poor people. Look at the poor middle class. And you know what Jimmy Dore says about her? What, with your fucking fake eyelashes on? I love that. He crucifies Rachel Maddow. With your, you know, manufacturing consent and your fake concern and your bought programming, your slanted reporting. And Jimmy's even like, if you could even call it reporting, it's not. You're just repeating what the CIA tells you to say, or you're just repeating what the intelligence agency tells you to say. And you don't even go investigate it yourself. He makes really good points. Hey, Randy. Dave C. says, is absolutely, pigs think all of that. Enoch, what's up? Dave C. says, and they can't fucking afford your car. Danny says, yo, how's it going? My truck's getting old. I've been worrying about that. I don't know, man. Something to think about, something to know that it's around. And, you know, you watch this show, so you know somebody who benefits from it. And I'm one of the few people that will tell you that I have benefited from it, and I do still benefit from it today. You know? It's nice going out and being treated with respect. It's nice having people having courtesy towards you. It feels good. But a lot of times people like me, we don't even think about it. We just expect it. We're used to it. So we just think that's how people do each other all the time, you know? But that's not really true, is it? That's not really true, is it? You come here for a little dose of reality. You come here for a little dose of getting called on your own bullshit sometimes. There's not much we can do to change anything. And when I say anything, I mean everything. There's not much we can do to change everything. We're basically powerless now. You know? I thought something was happening with the protesting with the Black Lives Matter thing. But hey, BJ, but the people gave up on that protest and got nothing in return. Black Lives Matter changed nothing. I'm not putting the movement down. I support it 100%. You can suck my dick if you don't. You don't understand it. You're a racist. I could save you, I could help you, but I don't have the energy for people like you anymore. I just assume the 14 few people that are watching this broadcast right now, they get it. My 14 friends that are watching. And the reason why almost nobody else watches this is because they might fall on the other side of that fence. Maybe. Maybe this makes them uncomfortable. Maybe. Maybe they smoke cannabis and they can't handle the truth. Maybe. BJ Butts, what's up, brother? Randy Church be dropping digits. What? Like rain? He's making it rain up in here. What? Privilege is hard to talk about, isn't it? Makes you feel uncomfortable a little bit, doesn't it? Makes you not like me so much. Makes you not want to support me. Oh, he's privileged. Yeah, I'm fucking privileged, obviously. You're gonna hate on me for that? For telling you that I am? It's not my fault, and it's of no consequence of anything that I've done. You know, I was born into privilege. I was born white. I was born with white skin. You know, my parents chose to live in really nice neighborhoods. I had no control over that. You know, our first neighborhood was amazing. It was fucking beautiful. It was secluded. It was like at the end of a road, and nobody even fucking knew it was there. And it had like, you know, 100 homes maybe in the neighborhood. And everybody knew everybody. And it was a really tight-knit community. And everybody drove nice cars and had nice jobs and put their kids through college. Everybody. There was no question. Everyone had money. I mean, back then, the middle class had money. You know, my next-door neighbor, they were very well off. He was a fucking school teacher. They lived in a big, gorgeous home, man, on a big piece of property. His kids had everything they wanted, man. But that was back then. That was in the 80s. That was in the late 70s and the early 80s. And let me tell you something. The middle class thrived, man. The middle class was riding high. And it was about the time that, you know, my family went from upper middle class to a wealthy family, that we moved neighborhoods. We moved into a gated community. Now, there was nothing wrong with the old one. The old one's still gorgeous. But then we moved into a gated community with security guards that drove around. You know, in a wildlife preserve. Ooh. Fancy, with fancy neighbors and even fancier homes, way fancier homes. My parents built one of the fanciest homes in that fancy fucking neighborhood. One of them. I mean, there's homes that are on rivers where they've got, you know, like natural springs and double rivers intertwining, and bears and deer and alligators on gorgeous palatial style homes. I mean, that entire area. And the further north you go from where my parents live, the even nicer it gets. The neighborhoods get nicer and nicer and nicer until you get to my friend's house, my buddy, the guy who let me drive his Tesla. And then their homes are like nothing you've ever seen before. Like you've never been at a home like this before. You can't even imagine that people live like this. You can't even imagine. The shit you see in Housewives of whatever the fuck, wherever the fuck you're watching, it ain't nothing. These people I know that live in Florida, man, they make that shit look like the poorhouse. None of them understand it. None of them realize it. Nobody knows. It's just that's the area they live in. Money. And there's a lot of it. And the middle class has been forgotten. Completely. The middle class isn't the middle class anymore, is it? There is no middle class anymore, is there? You're either super wealthy or you basically got nothing. Why? Because the super wealthy paid for lobbyists to go into Washington and take all of the taxes and rape the middle class. Scuttle all the programs for the poor, like Meals on Wheels and homeless shelters and, medical programs and things like that, so that they can have a second and third yacht or another homestead or a Tesla, that electric car they've been wanting. But you know what's just enough to keep the middle class satisfied? It's just enough to keep them quiet. Cryptocurrency. It's like the lottery, but it's better. Now you got a chance. Now you got something to watch all day. And now you have a reason to leave the wealthy alone. Because now you could sit there and you could try to make your own money, and you're not so mad about it anymore because you're like a fucking goddamn hamster on a wheel in a cage. And now you're running on that wheel and you're not paying attention to the people that are outside the cage spending your tax dollars. No, I haven't heard. I'm sorry, Luke. Sorry about the flooding. No. Used to break into the gated community. I was just above the poverty line in America, but in comparison to the rest of the world, that was living like a king. That's true, but, that's relative, bro. So did they actually press charges on them? No, Jason, read the title. I have people I clean for that are like that. Several homes, plain. Active shooter, grocery store, Colorado, at least 3 dead. In a grocery store? These people. They're just not going to be happy till they get all of our gun rights taken away. These fucking Trump supporters. These fucking cue balls. Now, I don't know who this active shooter is, but, I'm just going to take a wild stab in the dark here and see if I land dead square in the middle of the heart of the active shooter. These kinds of crimes seem to inspire more. Best to not talk about them, I guess. Susie Forth. Hello, Susie. So, what I just told you, that's just between us. Understand. You guys understand where I'm coming from. You know my financial situation. But also understand that, I come here day after day to try to help y'all. And there's some people that watch this show, they're doing just fine. They're living on estates. They got all the money. And there's a lot more people that watch this that are below middle class that are suffering. And to you guys, I want you to know that I know that you guys are suffering and that you've never experienced anything like this level of poverty before in your lives. When you're looking for a $2,000 check and the $1,400 check that the government sends you is just fine because it's just enough to keep you afloat. until you get angry about it, as long as you remain calm like I've been this whole conversation, you won't achieve anything. Nothing. Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody cares. The wealthy don't care about you. The government doesn't care about you. Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell don't care about you. Joe Biden doesn't care about you. Cuntala hubris doesn't give a fuck about you. Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about you. Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, Rachel Maddow, none of them give a fuck about you. The mainstream media doesn't give a fuck about you. And most of the YouTube podcasters that pretend to be bringing you the news, they don't give a fuck about you either. They're making money off you. People like H.A. Goodman are laughing all the way to the bank. Laughing. You know, flat earthers are laughing all the way to the bank. They know the earth isn't flat, man. They know that shit. They're using satellite technology to beam their signal around the globe. You really think they think the earth is flat? Next time you come up across a flat earther, try this one on them. Say, hey, you know what? I know that you know the earth is round. Suck my dick. And end it right there. I know that you know the earth is round. You don't have to tell them anything else. It'll fucking drive them crazy because it's true. It'll rip their brains apart. And they won't know what to do. They'll break down like a computer that's malfunctioning. And smoke starts coming out of it. That's what will happen to their brain. And that's all you have to say to a flat earther. Say, I know you know the earth is round. I'm not here to argue with you. It's already been established. You know, like you're a fucking attention-starved cuck bitch. You know, like that's established. I mean, these are just facts. Try that on them. You can write that down if you want to. Memorize it. An attention-starved cuck bitch. Remember that. What are my thoughts on it taking $1,400? What do you want me to say, Randy? You know, people didn't want to vote for Bernie Sanders. Yeah, he had a lot of great things that he proposed. Seems like every single thing that Bernie Sanders proposed is every single thing that people want but can't seem to get now from Joe Biden. Isn't that funny? Universal basic income, $15 an hour minimum wage, Medicare for all, getting out of foreign wars. None of it. And you cucks, you cunt bitches, you wanted to call Bernie Sanders a socialist. You fucking cunts. Your mom's a cunt, and your dad's a cunt fucking bitch. You shouldn't have been born. Come at me. Come at me. I just spent the last 5 minutes straightening out this piece of wire. What do you got? You got anything? Hash, what's up, brother? How's it going? I'm just doing my thing, you know, just doing my show. Passing some knowledge along to the audience members. Hello, everyone. Sophisticated Nay here, of course. To see all of you with my eyes. How are you doing today? Are we smoking here? Ooh, look at this. I love popping in for a bong hit. Who are we smoking for today? Let's do this correctly. Let us see, yeah. Teresa King, she's special. Teresa King, you're special. Here she is. Teresa King. We're smoking for her. Are we not? Oh, we've already done this, have we not? Nay is telling me, I smoked for her, I smoked for her. Okay, okay. I hear you, sir. You smoked out of the bong, I guess. Didn't you? What did you do? He's saying he smoked for her already. Is he forgetting? I'll smoke for her and Stephen Culbertson just to make sure. We're a little confused inside the brain. Jinmin, oh Jinmin, thank you so much for dropping the digit. Carrie Bentley is dropping digits. So nice to see. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay, let's smoke, shall we? Cheers. Quarter of the hour. Cheers, everybody. Oh, indeed. Nay is telling me I blow better smoke rings than he does. Thank you, sir. It's very nice of you. He just said, I'm the real Gandalf. Oh, you're too kind. Please, sir. Just doing what I do. Shut up. That motherfucker. God, what is wrong with that dude? Everything just gets to his head, you know? Delusional. He blows better smoke rings than me? You'd think I told him his fucking dick was bigger than mine, you know? Fuck. So, oh, he's saying his dick is bigger than mine. Sit down, yo. Yo, sit down, yo. I'm sending De Niro in there to shut him up. Robert De Niro is standing in front of Sophisticated and they tell him to sit down and shut up now. It's fucking hilarious. I wish I could let you guys see what's going on right now. That's for sure. Sophisticated Nate does not fuck with De Niro. He's like, De Niro is like the only one that Sophisticated Nate doesn't stand up to. It's funny. Yo, you're no good. Shut up, yo. You're bothering the show. You're ruining it. The family is not happy with you. Sit down. Shut up, yo. You're no good. Yo. Shut up, yo. You're no good. Yo. Huh? What are we smoking? Getting high, being silly? Doing silly stuff? Smoking that orange bud? Psst, nobody's even doing that anymore, Bo. What are you doing? Nobody's even smoking the orange bud anymore, Bo. Whatever. Nobody's even doing that anymore, Bo. Dynamite with a laser beam. No, there's no standoff. De Niro don't take shit from anybody. No. No standoff. Bitcoin went down to 54.5. Should I pull it up? How low do you think it's going to go? Did you say that was going to happen? Did you say it was going to drop at some point? Yeah, 54.5. Look at that. I wonder if I'm still ahead of the game. I noticed earlier today, I looked at one of my balances and I was like, oh, it looks a little low, but I didn't investigate it. You know, like I said, it's a long-term investment. What's it going to do, bro? What do you think it's going to do? It's got to go lower. Now it's at 54.4, right? It's going to have to go lower. I wonder what that's going to look like on the overall chart. Oh, you didn't even anticipate this? Really? With all the information you get? Wow, look at that. The 24-hour chart's crazy, man. Huh. I tell you what, bro. That is good. I like to see that, man. That is really good. Everything, just almost everything is in the red, man, except for Uniswap, Scale, and XRP is number 1 at +8. And everything else is in the red. So that tells me that if there's anybody that's been watching this market that's interested in buying into it right now, man, now's a great time to buy Bitcoin. Wow, 54.5? That means I could get it for 54.8? Wow. Plus fees. 54.3, guys. 54.420. Let's bring it up. This is great, man. I love to see this because I know that if I was day trading, I would have that ability to make a shit ton of money right now. You know how many people are going to buy into Bitcoin right now? It's going to shoot. The price is going to shoot up right now. What it went down to? It went down to 357. Okay. You watch. You watch, man. People are just going to be like, oh, man, I got to get some. I'm going to make a quick $5,000, you know? Below 50? Man, if it's at 54, I could see it going to 50. I could see it moving $4,000 from anywhere where it's at. You know? It could totally crash up or down, man. It could travel so far right now, instantly. People get excited, man. They see it's, they've been waiting. They're like, man, I wish I had got Bitcoin, you know, when it was blah, blah, blah. And now they're looking at it, they're like, oh my God, it's blah, blah, blah. It's 54.2, man. Look at Cardano. I'm Ron Placoning here. Can't seem to get it. Look at this. Buy. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you entertainment value. I would totally buy that shit, though. Fucking Bitcoin at 54.2, man. It's like we're having a goddamn blast from the past. You know, it wouldn't be such a bad idea for me to buy some Bitcoin right now. You know, just get some more. Ride it up to 6,000, 60,000 and sell it. You know, because I know it's going to do it. God, I can't wait to look at the charts, man. I want to see the charts. I want to see the charts. I definitely want to see the charts. I'm going to be looking at them. Over the year, I want to see the year. I want to see the 6 month. I want to see the 3 month. Dude, Cardano and Ethereum are going to fucking explode. If this is so great that Bitcoin is bringing the price down so more people can get in. Because Anybody can get in with whatever amount of money they have to put on it, and they should. It doesn't matter what the value is, but that's incentive right there. That when people see that, they're like, oh man, Nate got in at 57.9. And look, it's at 54.2. He's losing money. Nate's not losing a goddamn penny, guys. This is called a long-term investment. And like I said, it goes up and down on its way up. 50,000 is expected. We talked about this a couple of days ago. We said, man, this thing could totally go down to 50, and I'd totally be cool. I'd totally be cool if that was one of my paint oils rolled off onto my glass counter here. Oh, my paint oil. Must have bumped it somehow. And your stimulus check. Why don't you just get an app, bro? Download an app, Hash. Why have me do it? All the information's right there. Write all those names down. Especially look at the ones that are green when Bitcoin is down. And make sure you're in on those. You always want to have your ones that are doing the opposite of what the rest of the market is doing. So now would be a great idea to pull up these apps and get an idea of which new or established coins are doing really good right now. They'll tell you. Today's winners. Look it up. And those are the ones you write down and remember. I could totally see this going down to 50. You know, in just the last few days, I've made thousands and thousands of dollars doing this. I could totally justify getting more Bitcoin. This is an opportunity for people all around the world right now. Let me tell you something. There are podcasters right now that are making videos right now regarding this. They're like, holy shit, guys. This is what's happening. This is why it's happening. This is what's going to happening. What's going to happening. I like that. This is what's going to happening. I'm so excited for this. I can't even talk. I know people might be like, dude, I'm losing money. No, you're not losing money. Like that guy came in this morning or yesterday and said, oh, Bitcoin's going down. I lost $100. What? You pull your money out? Oh, you pulled your money out, you cuck. You fucking cuck bitch. Well, then you did lose $100, and you're a fucking cuck bitch idiot. And you haven't been paying attention to the show. Oh, but maybe you just take that part serious when I say this is just for entertainment value purposes only. Okay, all right. I gotcha. Yeah, put your money in and pull it out really fast and lose fucking whatever. That's not what Bitcoin is for. You fucking greedy cuck bitch. Oh, this is great, man. Look at this. 54-1. It's so fun to bet against yourself. It is one of the most freeing. You guys like my light today? Am I nice and lit up? Can you see me good? I hope you can. I got to tell you, it's one of the most yeah, I have a feeling, I've never done this before. I have a feeling it's like jumping out of a plane, you know, or bungee jumping, which I've never done that either. I have a feeling it's kind of like that feeling. And I'm not saying the adrenaline part of that. I'm saying the let go part of that. The freeing part of that. You know, there's more involved than just the rush, than just the adrenaline rush. You know, you pull up a wheelie on a motorcycle. Yeah, you're getting an adrenaline rush, but you know what else? You have this feeling of accomplishment and that you've done something that you never knew you were going to be able to do. It's a great feeling, man. Right on, Jacob. Jacob Granger says he pulled out a Bitcoin before it crashed. I don't understand When you say Bitcoin crashed, what do you mean? You mean before it went down to 54.1? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the crash? You're so cute. Needed the money. The supply wasn't good enough. 19 million wasn't enough supply when they had 90 million invested. Coinbase needs more options. So, okay, Mr. fucking pro trader, let me ask you this. How much money did you make when you pulled out? How'd you do? Coinbase needed more options. It'll come then Dogecoin comes to Facebook markets of blockchain. When it dropped for me, I pulled. You pulled out when it dropped? So you lost money? You're doing it wrong, bro, if that's what you're doing. If you're pulling out when it drops, you're doing it wrong. Did you make money or did you lose money? You say you needed the money, though, so I understand. If you needed the money, you needed the money. You're not supposed to have money in the market that you need. It's supposed to be disposable. Like when you buy a dinner, you know, or go out to the movies, or purchase an item that you're never going to see that money back. You know, it's like that. If you're having to pull money out of Bitcoin to survive, you're doing it wrong. Maybe consider that too. Well, it's going up way too high for me to think that it's going to go back anywhere near 50. But today's low, 53,775, guys. 53,775 it got down to. Plane jumping out is a rush, bro. Yeah, I don't need that. I've wheelied motorcycles. You ever wheelie a motorcycle, Randy? Man, there's something about doing a wheelie. It's just fucking great. I have a feeling it feels similar to jumping out of an airplane. You know, people jump out of airplanes because they don't have the balls to pull up a wheelie on a motorcycle. Yeah, so, you know, it's about the same feeling, isn't it, I bet? For you? You know, like, rode the wheelie. I mean, not just popped your tire up and went back down. I mean, rode a fucking wheelie like 60, 70 miles an hour down the road. You've done that shit. I made $9 from $5. I made money back. Electricity rips me off every time I do Bitcoin. Turns out my account wasn't set up right for investing personal income. You made $9 from $5? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I have no idea who I'm dealing with out there, do I? Showing off will get you killed. So, but Randy, was it more exciting for you jumping out of an airplane than it was riding like Evel Knievel? My sisters jumped out of a plane and bungee jumped. I never had the fucking urge to do it. And I mean, I'm scared of heights. I am. I'm fucking petrified of heights. But I've just never said, oh, that's something I need to do. You know? You're an airborne ranger, Randy? No shit. Isn't that what that cuck motherfucker claimed that he did, and it turned out he was a lying fucking cuck bitch? One of the goddamn, was it, one of the senators or representative in Washington? Out of a perfectly operational plane. First in, last out. Yeah, I'll bet. Is that the motto? Doesn't that sound like wind chimes? Those are my dabbers all clanking together. It's not pretty. Dude, look at this. I guess I'm not going to be buying any Bitcoin. Which is good. I got plenty. And right now, geez, all of these over here, mark my words. This keeps doing this, and it is. Now it hit 54.5. So you're going to start seeing these turn green. Does it every time. And one of them, okay, one is at negative 1.5. Seller has just passed it, negative 1.6, negative 1.5. And then that's 2, then all negative 3s, and then 4s, then a lot of 5s, and a few 6s, 7, 8s. A lot of negative numbers. But I'll go up. I might invest today if I've got money in. Jacob, I don't understand how you can invest so little in Bitcoin. And are you not paying charges? Do they not charge you? I figured, Bitcoin, you have to get at least a certain amount of money is worth. You said you put $5 in? Carrie says, I'm here listening to your wisdom from experience. Very enlightening. Thank you, Carrie. I want to say it was like Josh Hawley. Hi, Ann. Hey, Chris. Somebody in our wonderful government claimed they were an Army Ranger, and they weren't. They were a fucking liar. They went to the Army Ranger class. But they didn't serve as a Ranger. I pay $1 charge per $3, $7 from 5, even if I get up to $9. You're welcome and thank you. I bet Coinbase is making money off you. This is not the kind of thing that you just jump in and jump out of. You don't become a day trader the first time you drop money down. I mean, I'm sure people get lucky, But if you go in thinking you're just going to go in, you're going to buy low and sell high, and you're going to make a killing in the market, you don't have the patience for what this kind of thing takes. You have to be able to sit out. You have to be able to not do it. I said I was going to buy a whole Bitcoin at 57.5, and I ended up getting it at 57.9, which sucked. But I did. Some of it I got lower. Some of it I got 57.6 or whatever. But it doesn't matter to me that it's gone lower, and that I could, if I had waited till now, I could have that, because I know it's going to go up past this point, and it's good for the people who can get in now cheaper than I did, and I'm happy for them. Oh, it was Tom Cotton. Yes, thank you, Chris P. Tom Cotton. Yes, Tom Cotton claiming he's an Army Ranger. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My point is, I know all of these are going to go up. It's not like I'm sitting here hoping and waiting for it to happen. I just know it is. Just following the trend, and if you're not doing that, you're going to really stretch yourself out. You know, I can't imagine anybody trying to do this with $5. I can't even imagine who you are, Jacob. That you would even attempt to do this with $5 when you claim that you need every penny to pay your power bill. If I were you, man, I mean, I wouldn't be fucking with cryptocurrency. I'd be looking to see why I don't have any money. I don't know who you are or what your deal is. But, man, I'd be, you know, maybe you need to be on a government program, you know, that gives you money. Maybe you need a job. I don't know if you're capable of working. Like I said, I don't know who you are. But maybe you're spending money on the wrong things. Maybe you spend your whole life playing video games. You know, are you a video gamer? Who are you? You know, what's your deal, bro? Didn't I buy my first Bitcoin back down below 50? I don't know where it was. I don't think I got it. Maybe the very first part of Bitcoin. I didn't buy a whole Bitcoin though, bro. You know that, right? I didn't buy a whole Bitcoin until a few days ago. I never claimed I did. I bought some Bitcoin. But I didn't buy my first Bitcoin. I mean, if you're talking about stock, Bitcoin stock, it may have been. I don't know where it was. I don't know. And like I said, it doesn't matter because I know it's... Right. Yeah. Jacob, you need to quit playing video games and you need to get a fucking job. All right? You are beyond poor. Okay, there's the middle class, there's lower class, there's poor, and then there's you know, people who are dependent on the government to survive, and then there's you. You're fucking destitute, bro. You're wasting your life on a fucking video game. You need a goddamn job. You need to get a fucking job. And if you have the energy to sit there on a computer all day and play a game, then you have the energy to sit there on a computer all day and do a fucking job and make some money. What are you doing? Who produces these people, man? You know? Often, you know, I'll be in it with somebody, you know, and I'll call them names. I'll call their parents' names. And, you know, their parents deserve to be called names. They didn't teach the children correctly. And, you know, it's bad enough for me raising a dog. I can't imagine what raising a child is like. I'm glad I've never put that responsibility on myself, because that's a stupid, indoctrinated belief to think that you have to do that as a human being or a Christian or a good Jew or Muslim or whatever the fuck you call yourself. You think you have to produce. You're indoctrinated to believe that. And, oh, by the way, you don't have to do it. Am I too late? Sorry. Dude, get a job, Jacob. Get a fucking job. I don't think you have any excuse. You have the ability to use a computer, then you can be working on a computer for somebody. That's all there is to it. You're on the internet? Great. You're talent, bro. Somebody's willing to pay you to sit on that computer and do something on it. besides watch little blips do whatever the fuck you're manipulating them into doing with your mouse and your keyboard? Do you realize how sad that makes me? To realize that that's you? You want to be a politician? Well, that explains a lot, bro. That says just about everything to me about you, doesn't it? You know that all politicians are cunts, right, Jacob? They're all power-addicted cunts. She's your girl, Classy Cannabis, right on. Chris doesn't want to be a politician. I know Chris. For anyone to want to strive to be a politician in today's world after we see what politicians are, it just says so much about you. You want to change the world? All right, learn how to spell politician, Jacob. If you want to be one, learn how to spell it, at least. Yeah, you could literally, like Killer GB420 said, you could literally make money streaming playing video games on Twitch. Are you doing that, at least, if you're playing video games? Auto spell. Teresa, Stephen Culbertson, Randy Church 420, Army Ranger. Correct? Cheers, Randy. Happy quarter of the hour. So you don't have any way to stream your video games? $5 on Bitcoin. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Mixer has gone from Xbox. Classy loves kids and dogs. And Classy says it twice. Sean Dancer, yeah, you know, everybody's feeling a little down and depressed these days because of COVID being locked up. It's natural for you to be feeling that way. You know? Yeah, put your mind into your work. It's actually a great idea, Sean. What good is sitting around being depressed and living in your depression. You could be working, making money, and getting out of that and focusing on something to get your mind. Why do you think so many people choose to work their whole lives? Why do you think some people never retire and they work until the day they die? Why do you think that is? Ask yourself that, Sean. You know, why do you think my father went to his office every day until he could no longer do it physically anymore? You got to ask yourself these basic questions, man. You know, and don't get so enveloped in your depression, because it'll blind you to what I just told you. You know, it's not as bad as you're perceiving it to be. You just got to snap out of it, man, and understand you're not the only one. We're all dealing with this right now. I'm dealing with depression just like everybody else, man. I come in here and I try to be happy and give people something to watch. Maybe because they're happy? No, Sean, what they do to forget about what makes them miserable. Everybody's damaged, man. Everybody. And people just, you can use work as medicine, man. It's like an addiction. You use your addictions to get out of whatever the fuck makes you miserable. You know, I like podcasting and using cannabis. You could say I'm addicted to that whole thing. It makes me feel better. That's why I do this 3 times a day. Hey, it's 4:20 in Newfoundland. Let's smoke. It's BJ Butts' turn. BJ Butts. This one's for you, BJ. 4:20 Newfoundland. Cheers. BJ Butts. My friend BJ. No, nobody said it's easy, Sean. It's never easy. It's hard, man. You know, things that are worthwhile are difficult. I mean, you think it was easy to sculpt a box? You know, put something together? You think it's easy? You know, you think it's easy to figure out how to make something mechanical operate? You think that's easy? That's not easy. It just takes time, man. It takes dedication, and in doing something like that, it takes you out of thinking about other shit because you're focused on that. You know? Why won't 3/4 inch road base stay in the fucking potholes? What are you supposed to pour in the potholes to fix them, guys? You're supposed to use like tar or something, or some kind of a... And what if it's a dirt road? You can't use tar on a dirt road, can you? Or a gravel road? What are you supposed to do about potholes? How do you fix that shit? Am I getting 2 packages? That's funny. Fill it with small stones. What the fuck was that? Oh. Huh. It's more gravel in that area where the potholes are. Cover the whole area with gravel. Not just fill the potholes. You can't just fill the potholes, you have to put gravel on top of them, is what you're saying? 3/4 road base? Build it up. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Cars just knock the gravel out of the potholes if you just fill the potholes with 3/4 inch road base. You know, my neighbor went out there with a fucking shovel and road base and he filled potholes, man. And, you know, my neighbors are such idiots. They're such assholes. So what's everybody do? They drive right through the fucking road base, man, you know? It's like you can see that he just filled them. You know, why are you going to drive your car right over them? He just filled them. Let the water get in there and let it fucking solidify, man, you know? You could literally see the tire tracks where they've gone through and they pushed all the road base out of the... You just want to fucking strangle people for being so stupid. It's, Man, I'll be so happy when his ear is all healed up. Ah. That's a good-looking boy. Love my doggy. The potholes on the hills are hard sometimes. You can use tar and sand and gravel and pack it hard. I wish Nay was my neighbor because Nay got class mechanics. Write yourself something nice every day. Put it in a box, then read it every 30 days. Eye-opening self stuff. This is Cardano right here. Great time to buy it, man. You guys, I mean, it's literally $1.12 a share, so you could own, you know, 100 shares for what would it be, like $85 or what, 110, 120 bucks or something like that. You could have like 100 shares of Cardano. Man, these are companies that are on the verge of exploding the technology. If you listen to my show or if you watch the people I tell you to listen to, you know this. Little notes don't change the fact that Hey, Sean, I'm alone too, bro. I got a dog, I got a cat. That's it. That's all I got. I'm alone. I come on here, I got you to talk to. You come on here, you got me to talk to, right, Sean? It's better than just sitting alone in your depression, right? You talk yourself down, and you need to not do that. You know? You're what we call a glass is half empty kind of guy. Okay? I grew up with somebody that was like that. Nobody wanted to hang around with them. You know what they used to say all the time? You know what their answer was to everything? Oh, well. That's you. You're an oh, well kind of guy. Stop it, man. Stop that attitude. That attitude never helped anybody. Where's my fucking family at? My family's 3,000 miles away from me. You know, I think about it all the time. I'm like, if my family could be gone. And, you know, I wouldn't know about it. You realize that? You know, I do have a mother and father. My father's got Alzheimer's disease. It's fucking horrible. It's a goddamn nightmare. He can't speak anymore. He can't communicate at all. He can't write, you know, to tell you how he's feeling or if he's in pain. You know, nothing. My mom has to deal with that every day and every night, man. And it's horrific. And people have it really bad, man. And there's a lot of depressing things happening. We try to move on, man. You got to move on. You got to realize there are younger people that they're doing okay, man, you know. And they got their lives ahead of them. And, you know, this whole planet, whatever's going on, it's not necessarily has anything to do with you or me individually. But the fact that the human race even exists is insane. It's the things that had to occur. Yeah, they're still alive. Yeah, they're alive. You know, but I can't talk to my father anymore. I can't have a conversation with him. He doesn't hug me back. You know. Your whole attitude, man, your whole glass half empty, you gotta stop. Hey, man, you're still fucking alive, Sean. You know? You're alive. Quit looking at the fact that your entire family is dead. If that's what your problem is, stop thinking about it. Stop dwelling in it. You know? And you might need to talk to a doctor, a professional, and see about getting on some medication. If you can't control the kinds of thoughts you're having, because those are the kinds of thoughts that everybody has, man. But nobody goes on the internet and talks about it and tries to, you know, put that shit on other people. There's a reason you're doing it right now on my live stream. I wonder what that reason is. You know? Maybe think about that and look at that. Randy says, yeah, I'm alone. I got my dog, and we love being alone. No bullshit, no drama, no cunt fighting. It's a wonderful world in the neighborhood. Yeah, I've been in a situation where I lived with someone, and I was better off not being in that situation. You know, sometimes we're better off. You gotta cut your losses sometimes. You gotta know when to. happened to a lot of my friends during this COVID pandemic. A lot of people got divorced. It's crazy, man. Crazy. But, you know, people were thrown together suddenly, and they thought they had been together their whole lives, and they found out with COVID there's a difference between being married or being in a relationship or being a couple and actually being stuck together, locked down in a home where it's, you know, it's trying for everybody. Relationships break down sometimes. It's sad. Three dead. Still an active shooter in the supermarket. Oh, great, because they've got all the food they need in there. That's how hey, if you're gonna murder a bunch of people, that's the place to fucking do it, right? Do it in the supermarket. That way, at least you got something to eat. Too soon? Oh! You goddamn right it's too soon. That's why you watch this show. That's why you follow me on Twitter. I expect everyone to go on Twitter and retweet this tweet that I write right now. I guess if you're going to murder a bunch of folks and get holed up somewhere, it might as well be in a place with fresh fruits and veggies. Am I right? Too soon? Oh, someone already liked the tweet. I love you guys. Thank you. Wow, somebody already liked the tweet as soon as I put it up. Where's all my sick fucks out there that are going to like and retweet that for me and leave comments on it? Say his fucking name. Julian Assange. Say it live on my podcast right now. Julian Assange. Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. Free Julian Assange. Oh, Levi. Levi's out there liking my shit even though I blocked him. Thanks, Levi. He's liking my tweets. Look at him go. Levi's like, ah. Oh, Levi. Multiple charges brought against Orf. Yes. Graham liked a tweet. Thank you, Chevron. Steve Running says, thank you, Chevron. Carbon negative crops may mean water shortages. What? Carbon negative? Free chocolate milk. Right. Mistakes is in. Hey, guys. Let's buy some crypto. Classic cannabis. Back Wolf. Why? Did it just crash? 54.8? No. We're not buying crypto. Carbon negative crops may mean water shortage for 4.5 billion people. Carbon negative. Billions more people could have difficulty accessing water if the world opts for a massive expansion in growing energy crops to fight climate change, growing energy crops? Crops and trees to absorb CO2 and capture the carbon released when they are burned for energy is... Someone needs to send this to fucking Guy McPherson. Fuck, I can email it to him. Starting an email chain here with Guy. What just happened to my computer? Okay. Dude, my computer's acting like a cunt. What's going on here? All right, we'll send that off to Guy McPherson. I wrote him a nice little message. Oh, I really do want to get Matt Dillahunty on the show. And I guess I should reach out to Simon Dan too. Get a date for him. While I'm thinking about this. Okay, I'm sending an email to Simon and Dan. There we go. How am I doing? Randy Hunter, I'm doing good. Hi. I love you and your family, Marcus. Backwood Grower 420. What's up, Backwood? Okay, I'm all caught up there. Training Nick. Seeing Wagon Train in black and white on my TV. And Nudes and Cheers. I'll tweet to him. Hello, Nay. Sorry, I have missed a lot of your lives lately. Trina Levon. What's up, Trina? It's okay. Welcome back. We've lost a lot of viewers. But I'm still here. So I just sent that article off to Guy McPherson. The technology known as bioenergy with carbon capture and storage could prove a cure worse than the disease when it comes to water stress. Water needed to irrigate enough energy crops to stay under the 1.5 C limit would leave 4.58 billion people experiencing high water stress by 2100. Let's tweet that at Graham Elwood. Oh, Graham already saw that. That's why I saw it, because Graham saw it. So I don't need to tweet that at Graham Elwood. But I think I'm going to do it anyway, because I want him to talk about that on his show. I know you already saw this, Graham, but will you please bring this up soon on a segment? I don't have enough room to type all that. Damn. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay, there. I'm going to tweet it at him. I'm going to ask him if he'll bring it up on a segment. I'd love to hear him talk about that. That's right up his alley. This is some scary shit, because this is the kind of shit that Graham thinks is going to save the planet. And this is the kind of shit that Guy McPherson says, man, you don't look at all the big picture. You don't zoom out far enough. Guy McPherson zooms out. Graham Elwood is looking a little bit too close to the problem. You got to consider it all, man. It's a big world, man. You gotta realize there's a lot of factors, man, that people just forget about. Hey, let's just plant a bunch of trees. That'll fix everything. Yeah, we'll plant a bunch of trees. You just smash that like button, plant trees, smash that like button. You guys are a bunch of fucking indoctrinates. You don't even look at it to learn, to find out that entire movement that you did will achieve nothing. You know, we need Way more. And that's not even a drop in the bucket. And we don't need people wasting their time on a drop in the bucket. We need the fucking solution, man. You know? And it's not overwatering a bunch of fucking crops either. Too soon, classless? I'm asking Graham Elwood. I'm making jokes about somebody fucking murdering a bunch of people, and it's horrible. Nobody even does that anymore. Nobody goes there. You can't find something funny to go make a joke about? Then you're doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. I should probably delete the tweet. I guess if you're going to murder a bunch of folks and get holed up somewhere, it might as well be in a place with fresh fruits and veggies. Why am I laughing? Dude, that joke is so tasteless. You know what? It's classless. It is completely tasteless and classless. It shows absolutely no concern or pity for the victims of that crime. It makes me a bad person. I feel dirty now. I feel dirty. I feel dirty! I do. You shouldn't be making fun of innocent people that get slaughtered in a supermarket. That's wrong. You could find something else to make a joke about. How dare me? That's what I think. It's not just classless. It's insensitive. It's insensitive. And I don't support people going into places and murdering people with guns. But I think that right when one of these gun things is happening, it's a great time to bring up the subject. People are like, no, it's not. That's not the right time. No, it's the right time. I want my right to a firearm. And I want my right to protect myself in my home with whatever firearm I feel safe and comfortable with. Best West GT. Why would you waste an entire gram like that? Why not enjoy it? Have a little dab, get high, sit back, and put the rest away. Save it for the next time you want to do another dab. There's no need to waste an entire gram. Unless Best West GT, you have access to way more than a gram of dabs, and then you've got money or access, and it doesn't matter to you, and then I guess I understand. You do what you want. It's your money. It's a bad situation. The What's going on, the crowded conditions at the border. It's fucking terrible. I'm gonna Michael Malice this motherfucker, Levi, right now. I'm going Michael Malice on his ass right now. Gene, hello. Bob Newhart, still doing the whole fake troll thing, huh? Nay, did I call this Bitcoin price drop? I don't know, Bob. What did you say it was gonna go down to? Wasn't that? No, you didn't call it, you fucking... I remember you. No, you douchebag. You said over the weekend it was going to drop down to 50. You fucking idiot. You didn't call dick. Bob Newhart, you fucking cunt bitch. I'm so glad you came back in here and reminded me who the dumb cunt was who said Bitcoin was going to go down to 50 this weekend. That was you. I was like, somebody came in here and said it was going to go down to 50. I'm so glad I fucking bought when I did. Because it went right back up after I bought. And it still hasn't gone down to 50. It went down to 53. And it wasn't this weekend. Everybody wants to say they're the fucking prophet, you know. You fucking say, you didn't say shit about this price drop. You said 50K by the end of the month? I thought you said 50K that over the weekend. I don't remember. I thought you said 50K over the weekend. You said, nay, be patient. It's going to drop down to 50K by this weekend. You didn't say end of the month. Right? I don't remember, actually. Maybe you did. But I just remembered being like, dude, I'm not waiting fucking 2 days. Waiting for you, Bob. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about... I thought you said it was going to hit 50K. Well, I wanted to buy some Bitcoin. And you said, be patient, Nate. It'll hit 50K by Sunday or something like that. I thought. Maybe you did say end of the month and I misunderstood because I was high as fuck. And I may have misunderstood what you typed. Very possible. So, I'm willing to say whatever. You know, I'll still, if it goes down to 50, I might buy some more Bitcoin. I'm not going to buy a whole other fucking Bitcoin. But I might buy some more Bitcoin. Why don't you come back with your real name, Bob Newhart? And a picture of you. Why don't you do that? What do you say, Bob? Think you can do that, Bob Newhart? Oh, Bob. Change your fucking name to whatever your goddamn name is. And tell me you were Bob Newhart. That's how, in the chat. Say, hey, man, it's me. I used to be Bob Newhart. This is my picture, and this is my name. I'm no longer going to be a fucking Halloween troll bitch. I'm going to actually be a person. I'm going to join the community. What do you say, Bob? Man, I had so many power issues today. I don't even know if we got it fixed yet or not, man. Something in the house. Could be something in the house that's just throwing off my inverters. It's a balance fault. So you're supposed to basically balance your power on the legs to each inverter within 4,500 watts or so. If it goes outside of that balance, it'll shut the whole system down as a safety precaution, which is great. You know, nothing blows up, but it sucks if you're a live streamer and your goddamn computer shuts off. Anyhow, I'd keep going right now. I've got it in me to keep going and sit here, keep my eye on my dog while I do this. Babysitting my dog. But there's really not a lot of people here watching the show, guys. I've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. My favorite thing about living on the mountain? You know, I love the view. I like there's a lot. My favorite thing, the hiking trails, probably up here. Oh, and these giant trees that you hike up to. You know, it's part of the whole hiking experience. Is hiking and looking at these giant 250-year-old trees that I have right here in my yard. It's humbling. So check out my friends Ron, Jimmy, Graham, and Lee on their YouTube channels, and Cy Mandan, and hopefully Matt Dillahunty will get back with me on the email. We'll see. That'd be great. Cy Mandan, maybe he will too. Yeah, I've got places set up under the trees in the yard where you could sit and you could just have views of the trees. Certain trees, like you could see, there's one bench, then you sit, you could see the two largest trees on the property from right there. It's up on the mountain. It's so cool. And I've got other places where I need to clear out around and make it nice. I need to make more sitting areas and big trees. Shit, it's really cool. Anyway. Hey, look, 420, everybody. Did we miss 420? We kind of did. And the fact that there's more people here now than before when I started closing the show down, well, I'm going to stay, and we'll celebrate 420 with you guys. How about that? Let's smoke. Let's pack a bowl. You guys want to pack a bowl with me? There were people. I was down to 13 people before, and now there's more. So let's smoke. Heavy P! Cheers, Heavy P! Take some mushrooms as weaving to. This is number 5. This should be interesting. Okay, let's see. That digit was dropped by... We did BJ Butts last. Killer GB. Cheers, Killer. Killer GB. Jinmin. Carrie Bentley. Bob Scuba Cook. Damn, you guys been chatting up a storm, man. Holy shit. I'll smoke for all of y'all. Cheers. Happy 420, y'all. Wow. That tastes pretty goddamn good. That's that sweet Afghani D. Oh, that's nice. Is it going to hit 54, 420 again? 54, 710 would be better. Man, I went to the store today to get some food. I didn't get anything. I was like, I looked around. I was like, I don't trust anything in this fucking store. My orange juice is spoiled 3 times from that fucking store, man. Fermented right in my refrigerator. I'm like, it's full of citric acid. Why does it fucking ferment? What does it take to ferment orange juice? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, that felt good. Hey, Silverhawk. How's it going? I am sitting here babysitting my puppy, making sure he doesn't scratch his ear. He's got his little superhero cape on right now. He's my little superhero. Put the triage oil on it from time to time on the wound, you know, soften it up. He sees the sunshine down there. He wants to lay in the sunshine. There you go, buddy. He likes the way the sunshine feels. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. Little vacuum cleaner. And here goes the Roomba. There goes the Roomba in effect. The OG Roomba. Yeah. Daddy might have to stop eating sugar. Make a hole for your tail. That'd be cool when your tail went through there. Put a hole through the tail, it would hold it up. That would be awesome, dude. I don't know how comfortable that would be for you. Beezel. He's my Beezel. He's got that Beezel face. The Beezel, why you beezlin'? Beezel, why you beezlin', Beezel? You be beezlin' round. I'ma pick you up. I'ma pick you up. I'ma come get you and pick you up. He's like, nah, dawg. He's like, nah, dawg, I don't play that. I'm gonna lay in the sun right here. Taking a dab for me. Thank you, Link Silverhawk. I appreciate that. So I wonder if he's going to actually, yep, he's going to lay down and get comfy. Lay down in the sun there. He's got his little cape on. He's got his little superhero cape on. Little superhero. Super Rogi. Got a little bit more freedom here with the camera. I moved the computer back so the fan's blowing back away from me. Computer, stop. Hey, you guys are great. Love y'all. Wish I could entertain you better, but I'm a little tired, man. So, I will see you guys on the next show tonight. Maybe around 7:10 or so. Take care, y'all. Love y'all. Hey, go check out some of my interviews over there at naysgarden.com. Or go read the free information on how to grow 4 pounds. You know, you could do that. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Take care, y'all. Bye, Link Silverhawk.